We also talked about Trump more than I wanted to. We also talked about different people are, yeah, exactly, they sing the song of Trump. That's exactly what I said. We talked about affirmative action and how unfair it is that you have a man who has been known, targeted, and identified as a racist, and they are not they think he's playing. This man has clearly shown the world who he is, and they are not, they're not budging from it. They're still allowing people. Hold on, someone told me to tag them, and I did. Okay, they're still allowing people like him to go into the White House and make it look bad for everybody else. We also talked about, hold on, because I want to make sure I have everything clear. Yes, so someone said, how is it that this man is still in office? If it was under Obama's tenure, they would have closed the White House up, did some professional cleaning, and got some new people. Absolutely, you're right, Lisa. You're absolutely right. They would have done that. Absolutely, they would have. We talked about, we didn't talk about the baseball dude. Okay, so real quick. So we're going to end on the good news. We're going to come back to him. Department of Justice, they're looking to cut affirmative action off because they say that you can't discriminate with discrimination. Interesting. Boot the Mooch. We were talking about Scaramucci being kicked out. His wife don't want him. The White House don't want him. Whatever will he do? We talked about addiction just now. Eric Trump getting in so much trouble. Proctor and Gamble standing up and doing what he needs to do, and people are pissed off at him. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Austin Jacskon on the Indians. He made an amazing catch at Fenway Park. This dude ran and went like this and flipped over. Check this out. He flipped over the divider where the team sits and where the field is. So he flipped over into the bullpen. Someone had to almost catch him so he didn't break his neck, and he did not drop that ball. Absolutely amazing. The only ball that dropped with the baseball, MLB, was Pete Rose. Pete Rose was supposed to go into the Hall of Fame, but not so fast. They got over the juicing part. They're like, oh, okay, so when he juiced, everyone juiced. But now there's a statutory rape case against him, sexual assault against Pete Rose. And because of that assault case, that lawsuit that's out against him, Pete Rose will not be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Unbelievable. Unreal. So, with that being said, we are, we're not out of time, but we're out of time. It's absolutely amazing how people, they think because that they have popularity here and they know this person here and they do this here, that's going to save them. As we speak right now, Donald Trump has an open sexual harassment case. They said the woman who he thought presumed to have been dead is actually alive, well, and kicking, and she is ready to testify. What else could possibly happen in the White House, guys? I shouldn't even ask what else could happen in the White House because it will surely happen. But what else could possibly happen with this White House, guys? I mean, absolutely, positively disturbing. And again, like Lisa said, had this happened with President Obama's tenure, they would have got professional cleaners and scrubbed the whole White House out of there. And I'm going to leave on this note because I made myself 3 minutes over time. Noah, he had a commentation where he said, everything they thought President Obama was going to do because he was black, Trump is actually doing. He's on Air Force One eating fried chicken. Obama didn't do that. He said he's coming to press conferences late, very late, 2, 3, 4 hours late. President Obama never did that. He was actually early. And shout out to you, President Obama. Happy birthday. We share the same birthday. He also said that, if President Obama comes in office because he's black, he's going to have his whole family in there. Trevor Noah was right. That didn't happen. But Trump has everybody down to the housekeeper down in his house, the White House. So as you can see, all the stereotypical things that they said about black people, all the stereotypical things that they said about us and what President Obama was going to do, guess what? It never, ever happened. So, guys, we will be back next week. I had a really, really great time with all of you. And always remember, with the Miss OptimiZm Speaks show, you never know what's going to happen. So please be sure you tell a friend. And we will be back next week. Okay?